getting this part started. And once I get this part started, the rest of it is real quick. Just cutting through the skin right now. I'm getting ready to, sorry, Kim. Getting ready to skin them.
Now, I know a fellow that didn't skin them, well, with a knife, because he didn't save the skins.
Oh.
And he would grab the skin on either side of the backbone at the ribs and just rip it right open, and then grab the rib cage or the waist and pull it inside out. Take the skin off this way, and then the skin comes off for everything except for the feet, and then he take pliers, clip the feet off.
I guess there's different ways to do
it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't saving the skin. See, they saved the skins. Yeah. That's the thing. So he didn't care about ripping the skin in half.
Yeah.
Oh, the state police is going to be here Monday morning. They're going to see blood on the picnic table. They're going, oh my God.
She's got bleach water.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
This is hydrogen peroxide. It would be the feds.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide do really bubbles right up.
Oh, that removes that blood.
Go around each leg, get that completely loose, and then you go up one side.
Put it in a spray bottle, and when you're following the blood.
Now, does it really matter the age when you do
well,
this?
Like most companies that buy meat rabbits, they like them between like 8 and 11 weeks old.
Okay.
But you can definitely eat a rabbit older than that. If they're real old, they might be more tough.
You put more hot sauce on if they're real old. Yeah.
Well, it's stew instead of fried.
Yeah, instead of fried. Yeah.
These rabbits are like 5 months old, so they're almost breeding age, but not quite.
What?
The junco birds fly right behind you.
Yeah.
See them more than chickadees.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Are they chickadees or juncos?
Because I interrupted you.
No, there are chickadees out there.
Oh, good.
You see, just hearing them more now. I haven't heard the nuthatches yet, but we'll see.
We're just getting, once this part is done, it's super quick. I take it just under the skin, so not cutting the meat at all. On both sides. Okay. That's good. I don't like the males as much as the females. I just think they're stinkier.
They are.
No kidding. Oh, you're talking about rabbits. Oh!
I notice it in rabbits for sure.
Is it difficult to sex them?
No, not once you know how.
If you try to go online and learn it, they tell you different things, and it does not work. It's just super
with really
simple.
young rabbits.
Yeah, by the age of about 6 weeks, I can tell for sure, pretty much. Most of the time. I mean, there's always that one rabbit like, boy cage, girl cage, and back and forth.
Own cage.
Yeah, question mark.
So what I'm trying to do right now is save the tail. So when I skin it, I'll have the tail. And, because I like the tail on the skin.
You put a key chain on it, call it a lucky rabbit's tail.
Yeah. Sometimes there's like a little bit of flesh you have to cut through just to get it going here. Come on.
Is that just a pocket knife, or?
Yeah. Yep, that's my pocket knife that I carry around everywhere I go.
At least it's sharper than my chainsaw was yesterday. Cutting that log up took me 10 minutes. It's supposed to be 30 seconds.
All right. Now we're.
That looks like a drumstick. Ooh, buddy.
I don't usually cut through that. Okay. So there's the tail on the hide.
What do you make out of the hides?
Well, I haven't made anything yet. I could think of a bunch of stuff to make.
Do you tan them or do you preserve them dry or harden, you know?
Well, I did brain tanning on a couple of them, but I didn't actually have time to finish, so I did like the scraping of the flesh, and I put the brains on and let it sit in the fridge with the brains on it, and then you have to work it until it dries.
Right, but you have to get all the flesh off of it before, and then when it dries, you can work it back into softness, but you can't do it if you don't have the flesh, right? You can't leave any.
Yeah, you have to get
skin on
all fat and everything, because it'll turn rancid if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Have to flesh it. Okay, why were you tougher than the most of them?
Because you were showing a bunch of people, that's all. It's because you were showing us how to do it, yeah.
Stress.
It's like me and those plants over there, you know.
Well, that's fascinating. Yeah, and it's not at all what I would have done. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
would have.
think maybe because I've never done a 5-month-old. Like usually when I do mine, they're around, 12 weeks at the oldest in the past.
Yeah.
But these guys,
A little tougher.
That's
So that's definitely a Stewart then, a 5-week-old rabbit. Huh?
That looks like a nice hat.
Yeah, I like that white.
well, you've got a lot of
Black and
options
white.
because you're keeping the whole thing.
Yeah.
See, I would have split it down the middle and opened it up, and so you'd have a nice flat piece of pelt.
Yeah, really.
But you couldn't make. You couldn't
Well,
make.
but see,
You'd have to sew it back together to
if
make
you're a
something.
trapper, you have to skin animals a certain way, or the fur processors won't buy them. Like muskrat's got to be case skinned like that. I think foxes and martens got to be case skinned, but bobcats you open up, and beaver you open up. So it's different skins or different ways to skin them.
usually this does not open up.
Yeah,
when I'm pulling the hide off.
I was
Usually
gonna
it's
ask. I was
completely-
gonna ask when
fingernails.
did you gut it?
No, usually that doesn't open
I've never
up.
seen it do that, but we've always done them earlier.
Yeah, they've always been much younger.
It always happens when it's alive.
On camera, live.
Is this going on YouTube?
It will.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
It's on streaming video right now, isn't it?
PETA will probably be all over us.
Oh, because we're eating food?
Yeah, the government probably will.
On the-
You
I-
can't do that.
I've looked on YouTube at some other.
That's okay,
videos
we'll
and they
leave your
show it
names
too.
out of it.
Okay. Maybe not quite as detailed, but
Come on now. 5 months old, they are a little tougher to do, I'd say.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Oh.
I'm learning a lot. I don't really plan on raising rabbits, but
Yeah. Well, I got 4 females this age and 3, counting that one, more males this age, so I'm going to have to do them up. And I'm planning on canning them. I think they'll be real tender. Put them in a pressure cooker and can them. Stew meat.
How often you guys eat rabbit?
When we have a bunch to do, we'll eat it pretty, maybe for a couple of weeks we'll have a few meals in there.
I mean, like once a month?
Well, kind of varies.
depending on the ages.
Depends on how many we sell, how many's left over,
Yeah.
The time between litters and stuff like that.
My family doesn't have a problem eating rabbit at all. And the kids don't.
You do so much stuff too, taquitos, fry it like chicken.
Yeah. My favorite thing is to boil it up into
Little nuggets.
separate it all up to like shredded meat and put some cumin and garlic and everything in there and fry it up in tortillas. Kids love that. There's one little arm out here.
I've had it before. It's okay. My mother was in a position when she was young of cooking a lot of rabbit and doing what you're doing, and she ended up hating rabbit. It was just like she had way too much of it. She has a thing about they got 5 toes, and that made her think of them as like people or something. She just all of a sudden she won't touch rabbit. She doesn't like it. I mean, she doesn't mind the flavor, but she doesn't want to be around it. It's like something happened to her, and all of a sudden she was like very biased against rabbit.
It's like my uncle, the chicken farmer. He ate chicken.
Is that right? You just
And hot dogs and burgers and stuff.
chopped off one too many heads. And, okay, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore.
'Cause, you know, people that like that pure white meat on fish and turkey and stuff like that, once, you know, I couldn't believe the white meat. Every bit of meat on there, there's no brown anywhere.
Oh, that's interesting.
And she'll make the nuggets too and fry them, and then we'll just put them in sweet and sour sauce and dip them, and it's kind of like having sweet and sour chicken. And
That does sound good.
All right. You got a whole pelt
Yeah.
with a minimal of. Well, one nice thing about doing this here is I bet every car here has a first aid kit in it.
yeah,
So if you get hurt, they'll be.
Yeah. Look at this kidney and look at all that fat around the kidney. If I was going to survive, that is nutrition and fat.
Yeah.
People say there's not enough fat to live on. There may not be, but there you got to know where to find it. It's all in the skin too. I would be like scraping the skin and boiling that up. All the
Yeah.
scrapings off there, because that's where a lot of fat is.
adding that to your soup.
Yeah. But my lucky dog gets it now
Yeah.
these days. She loves it. She'll stand there and watch me butcher rabbits, and I'll throw her little pieces. I usually go and take his wire cutters out of his garage and finish these feet off.
I'm surprised you don't have your own.
I wonder why they were turning a different color.
If they're handy, you know.
Kind of like surgeons use the same tools we have in the garage. Stainless steel. And
That's joint snap.
She's just doing karate.
There's really not that much blood.
Were the okay? So the paws on the front feet, were they removed? I mean,
I snapped them
or
off
just snapped them
when I
off?
had the hide inside out, yeah.
Do you keep them for good luck?
I have lots of them.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I haven't ever given to anyone for good luck, and so
The back feet, I thought, too.
give them to the dog.
Yeah, the back feet. You got the back feet. I knew about them.
Good luck.
I just didn't know about the front feet. I
how
thought,
did that
hey,
ever
where did they go? I didn't see you.
I need
You know, a
some
foot
water
of a
to
dead
rinse
rabbit
this.
being good luck. Now, how does that figure?
I don't know.
Where
Not
did
good
that
luck for
start?
him.
I know you
I
have,
bet
you
there's a
have,
See this
history.
meat?
you have to Google it.
This
Yeah.
is all good meat here,
Uh-huh.
and all this is, you can see how meaty that looks. Look at that. And it's all white meat, so it's all like chicken breast meat, but it's
Yeah.
a little more tender than that. But the thing is, since it doesn't have the skin on it, is that they dry out really fast when you're cooking them, so you have to be careful when you're cooking them to not let them get dried out. Yeah, cook them. I either do deep fried and battered in hot oil so they cook fast and stay juicy, or sometimes I'll bake them in the oven and put like tinfoil over them and seasoning so that, or I smother them in barbecue sauce, put them in my crock pot. And most recently I was watching a YouTube video on deboning, and that is so awesome. This guy, I practiced it one time and it turned out okay, but a little messier than the guy. He took out every bone out of the whole rabbit, and
Wow.
like practically like only a few different pieces, and it was a solid piece of meat. The arms, the legs, every part of it was solid meat.
Wow.
Took out every bone out of it, so that is. I tried to do that. It took me about an hour, and but it was awesome. I threw it all in the pot to boil up, and then when it was done and tender, I just took 2 forks and like separated it all up, and it was just shredded meat. It was because like there's nothing on here you can't eat except for the bones. There's a little good fat right there. That's good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're ready
Thank you
for
for that.
a snack.
For dinner.